So I actually have this really fun story about the Met Gala from when I first moved to New York back in 2020, winter 2021, but the Met Gala was happening spring 2022. So it's basically my first year living in New York City. I'm excited, and I actually live like up the street from the Met, and I knew that they got ready at the Mark Hotel, so I was like, it's Met Monday, and at the time, the job was I was working. I was super chill, so I was like, haha, I'm gonna walk down and I'm gonna see who's arriving. So I go down, I see who's arriving. Everyone looks stunning, and I'm just fangirling for like a couple hours, and then I just get the bright idea. I was like, okay, why am I standing out here? I can just go dine at the hotel restaurant and see what's up. And I actually do this thing, by the way, where I like go out on a solo date night at least like once a month, just for me, an excuse to get dressed up nice and just like really like treat myself. You know what I mean? So basically, I used it as my solo date night. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the Mark Hotel. I'm gonna have a nice sit down dinner and like see where the night takes me. So I'm like sitting alone in this corner, and I'm just like, having like a nice little app, a little whiskey sour, and then I like have my entree, and I notice there's this other like older woman that was also like, she looked fabulous, by the way. She had her little like fur, I'm like blanking on what that thing is called, but a little like fur shawl thingy and a whole gown, and she's just like sitting alone. So I was just kind of like, all right, I'm like a couple cocktails deep, like, and this woman's sitting alone, like, why don't we just sit together? So I invite her to sit with me. She actually says yes, and we end up like talking for a while, and she like tells me her whole story, and we just keep drinking, and she's fabulous. I am obsessed with this woman. So basically, we get super drunk, and we wrap up dinner, and we end up like getting ready, because the way you have to like leave that restaurant, you have to go through the lobby, and what's happening in the lobby? People like, coming and going for the event of the month, the Met Gala. And we were so drunk that this woman, when we walked into the lobby, she gives me her phone, and she's like, Nina, I want you to take my pictures. I want a photo shoot. I want a photo shoot. And she goes to like the like center of this lobby where there's a table, and you see like Iris Law and like other like celebrities there, because I remember seeing Iris Law and being like, oh, she's so gorgeous. But it was just so funny because you have this like older woman who's like sloshed, and she's just like, everyone move out of my way. I'm having my photo shoot, I'm having my picture, and I'm like, who am I to deny her of her photo shoot? And it was just so funny because you just see everyone just being like, and like you can see the staff and security, they're like unsure of like what to do. Like, do we like kick them out, or is she? And they look at me because I was actually like dressed in like all black. I was serving cunt. I was serving a cunt black fit. Anyway, but they were looking at me like, does she like work for her? Like, are we about to get her in trouble? But she had an amazing photo shoot. She looks amazing. And then I remember we just like ended up like spending the rest of the night together, and I still talk to this woman to this day. Like, every time she's in New York City, she hits me up, we hang out. I love her. So moral of the story is, even if you're a fan and you're hoping to see like Rihanna or your favorite celebrity in their amazing beautiful outfit, just go dine in the Mark Hotel. You'll never know what serendipitous meeting is awaiting for you, and you'll never know like what new friend you're gonna make that you'll be friends with for years after.